Okay, so Voxtur just came up with a press release, very important press release, about selling half of Blue Water for $40 million US. 30 million of cash, about 10 million of earnout. So let's have a look. This is very important because people were freaking about debt, and this transaction pretty much wipes out all the debt that is left because they have like 27 million of debt US, and they just sold half of Blue Water to a strategic partnership or something like this. Voxtur partners with University Bank Corp in strategic partnership, acquisition of 50.5% in Blue Water stake for 30 million US. So that's cash, and then there is 9.5 million of earnout. So let's read it. Voxtur today announced the signing of a definitive agreement on Friday to establish a groundbreaking strategic joint venture with the University Bank Corp. Under the terms of the agreement, US Bank Corp will lead a group of strategic mortgage industry investors acquiring 50.5% stake in Blue Water Financial Technologies for an upfront cash payment of 30 million plus 9.5 million USD earnout, subject to the platform hitting certain financial milestones. The joint venture is set to pave a way for Voxtur Blue Water University to realize transformative growth and business development. So in other words, University Bank is putting like a syndicate together of players in the mortgage industry that are going to own half of Blue Water. And University Bank Corp is going to run this thing. And then those players will bring business to the Blue Water platform for trading MSRs, non-QMs, and all this. And then they will also become owners of that 50%. So they will have the incentive to bring more business and into the platform. And because the University Bank is acquiring 50.5%, they are acquiring the controlling interest in Blue Water. What this means for Voxtur is that it becomes an investment for us. So we'll just be getting like a dividend. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on this, but if I'm not mistaken, the expenses from Blue Water will no longer show up on the balance sheet, on the income statement for Voxtur, and also revenues won't show up, just like the dividend will show up. So remember, in the past, I think it cost like $600,000 to $700,000 per month to run Blue Water. So this should eliminate from the income statement about $7-8 million of expenses. But I think Blue Water was bringing in like $1 million of revenue per month during the first quarter that was reported. So we're gonna lose like $3 million of revenue from the quarter. So whatever is remaining will be like 10 million of revenues. You see, remember, this is what I analyzed before for Q1. Voxtur had 13 million of revenues. So now that's so call it whatever is left is going to be probably 10 million or so of revenues per quarter. So keep that in mind. But the most important thing is that, as this press release says, Voxtur expects that the majority of the cash proceeds will be used to pay off the remaining balance owned by Bank of Montreal. Cash infusions will be instrumental in positioning the company for a stronger financial future and enhance operational flexibility. This financial boost not only alleviates debt, but also fuels Voxtur's strategic initiatives and ensuring a solid foundation for its continuous success and innovation. CEO of Voxtur, they have 27 million of debt, right? They're going to get cash of 30 million. It doesn't say now if they're going to pay it off completely, but they could pay it off completely, right? But they're probably going to need to leave some cash. So there's like, 3 million of cash. I don't know. We don't know now, but most of that is going to be gone. So people can stop panicking about Voxtur going bankrupt. Remember how I told you so many times? There's a zero probability of Voxtur going bankrupt, right? Zero. Because the debt is not that much. And now we're pretty much going to have Voxtur with zero debt or very, very minimal debt that won't even matter. CEO of Voxtur added, "We are delighted to welcome University Bank as a major strategic and collaborative partner. The joint venture not only strengthens our financial position, but also opens new avenues for strategic investment and technological investments. We are looking forward to the exciting journey ahead of the mutual benefits these partnerships will deliver." So the let's say the half of Blue Water that Voxtur is retaining, you see, this is a strategic deal because the buyers of the other half of Blue Water will bring business on the platform, right? And they will have incentive to bring business on the platform. So that whatever Voxtur is retaining, I wouldn't be surprised if very soon that half is going to be worth more than the 100% the Voxtur owned before this transaction. "Our collaboration with Blue Water represents a pivotal moment for university," said Stephen Lange-Razzini, CEO of University. "The joint venture with Blue Water brings substantial synergies to our existing businesses and to Blue Water. In addition, we plan to leverage our ability to add technology to Blue Water's mortgage asset marketplace platform to enable enhanced value-added services to its mortgage industry clients. The collaboration between Voxtur and University represents a forward-thinking approach, combining financial strength with strategic vision, and will contribute to a brighter future for all shareholders. Led by University, this joint venture will bring abroad strategic investors in the mortgage industry who are poised to leverage Blue Water Platform's robust capabilities. This partnership will create new opportunities for collaboration, drive technological advancements, and foster a dynamic environment for future growth. The transaction is subject to various closing conditions, including but not limited to financing by the university, regulatory approval, and is expected to close before the end of the company's third quarter, so before September 31st. The transaction is subject to approval by the TSX Venture. No finance fees will be paid. Okay, so here's important things. What just happened right now by this transaction that didn't close yet is that Blue Water was just valued in a private transaction or proposed private transaction was valued at $80 million US dollars, right? 30 million cash, 9.5 earnout. So $80 million. So the second 50% of Blue Water, which Voxtur is retaining, is worth how much? A minimum of 40 million. It's definitely worth more because now the other parties are going to bring business on the platform. But it is worth a minimum of 40 million US dollars. Before this transaction yesterday, what was the market cap of Voxtur in US dollars? 40 million. Yeah, 40 million. So the half of Blue Water that Voxtur is retaining is equivalent to the market cap that was before this transaction was announced. Like today, in the morning. So what about all the other assets? Title, valuation, tax business. Oh, the market doesn't care. So by buying the stock at the current market cap, or I don't even know what it's doing right now as I'm making this video, but by buying the stock for a 40 million market cap, that market cap is covered by the second half of Blue Water, and you get all the other businesses with amazing potential for free. That's how retarded the market is. Completely does not understand any valuation, how much these businesses are worth, and this transaction just showed us how much our half of Blue Water is worth. But that half is likely going to be worth a lot more. And the reason why they only got 40 million, because it's a strategic deal, because those buyers are bringing business. So if it was sold 100% to somebody else, it would have most likely gotten a price of more than 100 million. But they probably got a better deal because they're bringing business and they're bringing value to this entity. But overall, that 50% that we're retaining is pretty much worth the entire market cap, and the Voxtur is pretty much debt free. And what are the other businesses worth? Well, if we just look at this, what I showed you before, Q1, and then we subtract the 3 million of revenues, we have a company that will generate, without future growth, $10 million a quarter in revenues, and revenues that are almost 70% gross profit margin. You tell me, 40 million a year of a business, 40 million a year of a business that has almost 70% gross profit margin, is a business like this worthless? That's what the market is saying, because the market cap is covered by half of the ownership of Blue Water. And what is 40 million of revenue that's almost 70% gross profit margin worth? Is it worth 40 million? I doubt it. That business alone is probably worth $200 million. And right now, you are getting it pretty much for free. So that's it for this press release. Monumental press release. People can now chill out. Voxtur is not going bankrupt. The debt is pretty much wiped out. And Gary, he said he was going to do a transaction, and this is what we got just right now. So thanks for watching.